Hey my friends, welcome to the Wreath Workshop for Bow Making Monday. I'm Ashley from Three Little Greenwoods Creations, and today we're going to be making all sorts of bows. All sorts of bows with each other. So chances are, if you are watching right now, you might be watching the replay. So just type in #replay. Let me know where you are watching from. I'm going to pick my ribbon roll off the floor. Good morning, guys. Say hello as you come in. Let me grab my ribbon. Hold on one second. Okay, all right. First, we got to talk about this ribbon. This ribbon comes in a kit, a wreath kit, to make that from TMI Gifts. Oh my gosh. Y'all, just look how pretty that is. Sometimes I'm surprised myself. This ribbon comes in that kit. So if you are interested in purchasing, there's only a limited quantities left, and if you're interested, just type in TMI Nutcracker Kit, and I'll send you the link. Good morning, Sandra. How are you doing this morning? All right, let's push those out of the way. I'm gonna pull myself up in my little stool right here. Pull myself up on my iPad because it helps me keep up with your comments and questions. Now listen, you're gonna see me bouncing because I work smarter, not harder. I learned that from my kindergarten teacher days. We only touch things once, we put them back where they belong, all of that good stuff. All right, friends, hold on one second. I should have had this already pulled up, but I was running a smidge. Here I am. I was running a smidge behind this morning. All right, here we go. Good morning, Jackie. I'm so glad you're catching us live. All right, so we have orders to do. We got orders to get out. They're all bows, and we're gonna use some of this fun ribbon that I have been dying to use. But okay, we gotta talk about this. So the teacher in me, I used to teach kindergarten for a really long time. I love pen and paper, and this is all of their responses, most all of their responses from an email that I sent out last week. I sent out an email and I said, hey, I am planning something amazing, and I want to know what you would like to learn to decorate your home for Christmas, okay? And here's what we got. I made tallies. So we had wreaths, bows, centerpieces, tree toppers, garlands, and mailbox swags. Take a guess. What do you think the winner is that everyone wanted to learn about the most? I'll give you a minute. Type in your comments. Wreaths, centerpieces, bows, tree topper, garlands. Let me know which one you think the winner was, okay? All right, let's get started while you guys give me your guess in the comment section. I got this ribbon from Sam's a couple of weeks ago, and I have been dying to use him because he's adorable. This is my kind of Christmas right here. A sweet little Santa Claus. People are guessing tree toppers. Debbie says bows. Sandra says centerpieces. Hey, Janie. Janie says garlands. I'll tell you in just a second. All right, we're gonna pair this cutie with that print. This print, I know my ho-hos are probably backwards. I apologize for that. I'm gonna pair this together, and we're gonna use a black and white stripe. And I am going to be making a, let's do a bead grass size bow. It's one of my bigger bows, okay? Lots of people are guessing tree topper on that platform. Kathy says tree topper. Hey, Shari, or Sherry, please forgive me if I said your name wrong. Okay, let's get started with this. Let me grab my bow maker. I'm gonna start on the bottom with this ho, ho, ho. This is a directional ribbon. It's one of those things that kind of like, we see a lot of directional ribbon during the holidays. because they have different types of motifs. I call them motifs. I don't know what y'all call them. Different types of things on there. And sometimes they're right side up and sometimes they're upside down. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. Santa would be so cute trailing down the tree. I agree. Adorable. Sherry. Got it. Okay, let's get started with this. I'm going to be making a large bead grass bow. Now, I am probably going to be going too fast, okay? But I have a free bow tutorial that you can get. I have a guidebook with written bow recipes that you can purchase. So if you want to learn how to make bows, I'm your girl. I'm going to pull this towards me and tuck it up under here. Flip that ribbon completely upside down. Measure out my first loop. Now this is a big bow. I want it to be seen from the street. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I put on my front door, I want people to see it. Because I've spent a lot of time making it. And it makes me happy when I come home. Lots of guesses about what the winner of. Garlands. Lots of tree toppers. Bows. All right, so here's the winner. If you're just joining me, I sent out an email last week and I said, hey, I'm planning something amazing. Tell me one thing you want to learn how to make for the holidays for your home. And I spent a lot of time making a lot of tallies. Here's the winners. Winner. Gosh, I think it's almost, nope, centerpieces. You guys want to learn how to make centerpieces for the holidays. That makes me so happy. So tell me, what kind of centerpieces, my friends? Let me know in the comments. Hey, my friend Angela, good morning. How are you today? Angela, look, I asked my people on my email list what they wanted to learn how to make, because you and I are going to be doing something amazing together. And they want centerpieces, wreaths, of course, bows. Y'all want all the things. All the things. But let me just ask this question. What kind of centerpieces do you want, my friends? Give me some guidance. Good morning, my friend Joyce. Hey, Kathy from North Carolina. Guys, thank you so much for sharing this with your friends that would love to learn about how to do all the stuff that we do. You guys are commenting on my shirt. Thank you so much. I just got it. I ordered it about 6 weeks ago. It's been on the slow boat from you know where. And this is a large. It's a large that fits like a medium, which does not make me happy. But look how cute it is. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep it or not. She's cute, but the fit doesn't really pass the fit check. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Rebecca wants a year-round centerpiece. Now, this event that I'm planning is going to be all about the holidays. So, help me, people. What kind of holiday centerpieces are you thinking? Like, where would you like to put one? That's question number one. Now, my ho-ho-hos are not going the right way. They look like they're going the right way, but they're not. I'm just going to flip this ribbon over. There we go. So now when I take my picture, my hose will be doing what they're supposed to be doing. Twist it that way. Okay. Dan just asked me the question that I just showed you, okay? So, I know it's backwards for you friends that are watching, but all you have to do to make sure your ribbon is going the right way is you just grab it at the base and flip it over. Yes, my friend Sherry, I'm trying to be festive for the first day of fall, but it's a little too small and it's kind of bothering me. Like I said, it's a large that fits like a medium. I wanted it to fit like a large. Coming in next with my black and white stripe. I don't know if you've been here for long, but I love a black and white ribbon because it just punches up the color. It makes it look a little bit more fancy when you add a black and white. You can see in this wreath that I made with the TMI kit, I've got my black and white harlequin in there. That's a 4-inch ribbon. Gorgeous. So I'm going to come in with my next layer of black and white. This is a 1.5-inch ribbon. Now some people get all, some people get all confused about, hold on friends, there we go. Some people get really confused about why or how you layer up different widths of your ribbon. Because you can see I've got a 2.5-inch ribbon on the bottom, and I'm layering the next layer with a 1.5-inch ribbon. And then I'm gonna come in with a 2.5-inch. So I just like to mix it all up. Janie says, you're right, my friend. Janie says, shirt is very cute. Returning it far, far away, probably not worth it. You're exactly right. You're exactly right, my friend. Because it took a long time to get here, and chances of me being able to, you know, return it, we all know how that goes, right? So I probably will keep it, my friend. Or maybe I can gift it to a friend who is a medium, like a real medium. Hey, my friend Justin, how are you doing this morning? Justin, y'all, Justin and my friend Kayla and Patricia and so many people were at the White Bayou in-person event last weekend. Correct me if I'm wrong, Justin, okay? It was White Bayou, right? Pictures were amazing. It looked like so much fun. If you ever have the chance to go to an in-person wreath event, go. Just go, because it is going to be amazing. You are going to have so much fun. Justin says he just got home last night, and it was a blast. I'm so glad. Y'all, Justin is also going to be one of those people, one of those designers that is going to be helping me with my event that I am planning. You're going to be hearing all about it really soon. Still working out all the details. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, my friend Angela from California. Hey, Lori. Good morning. All right, so that's the second layer. Next, I'm going to come in with my adorable Santa. Okay, you see what I just did? Good morning, Barbara. There is an upside down way and a right side up way, okay? I think I'm going to be able to figure it out without it being too complicated. Sometimes you have to cut your tail a certain way. It's a thing, but you learn from doing. All right, my friends, you got to do it to learn it. If you're just going to sit there and watch me, you're not going to learn. You got to do it. Go get you some ribbon. Good morning, my friend Susan. Oh shoot, I did not cut that very pretty. Let's try that again. There we go. I always cut my tails on a diagonal. That's just the way I do it. Doesn't mean that's the only way to do it. That's just the way I do it. Good morning, my friend Linda. Linda, you have been working hard to fill your Etsy shop up. I love it. All right, down in between. So you'll notice that on this ribbon, in between the Santas, is the word believe, and it's the black element, which really ties in the black and white ribbon that I have used. Just kind of brings it all together. And Santa's shoes and his belt. Guys, I'm making this for a Christmas bead grass wreath that I have in my Etsy shop. It's already listed. I'm just gonna take in some more glamour shots using this bow, because we all like so many different trends at Christmas. What's trends? Guys, what do you call it when we all decorate differently? Some use Santa, some use snowman, some use elves, some use the big green monster, which I can't really talk about because it's trademarked. Good morning, Sammy. Hey, Anita. All right, so look. Santa's going the right way. Yay. All right, let's cut it on the bottom. Just like that. Yes, Angela, you are right. An extra twist will work it too. Kathy says, happy fall theme. Thank you, my friend. Different decorating themes. And somebody out there might be looking for a big Santa bow. And I am here for them. Aesthetic. Thank you, Allison. Y'all, I have a little bit of dyslexia. And sometimes it shows up in me not being able to call out words. And it's gotten worse with the menopause. The older I get, the worse everything gets sometimes. That is adorable. Adorable. Thank you for following and for sharing. I really appreciate you guys. And for all the hearts, because that helps my videos to go farther out in the world. So thank you so much. Okay. Another pattern. It's all in the same color family. Just like this wreath right here, this big bow on here. There's two big bows on this wreath. All of the colors came out of this beautiful nutcracker, and then I just layer it up. Sometimes you guys get a little all up in our head about how we can put ribbons together. You're just going to pull ribbons out of your focal ribbon. I know, Angela, it is a super cute ribbon. Menopause, yeah, Janie. Girl. And I have a 15-year-old daughter. Janie and I used to work together when I taught kindergarten. And she only knew me when I had one cute little fat chubby baby boy. Well, now that boy and the other boy are like grown, kinda. And I have a 15-year-old daughter that's still at home. I love her. I love her so much. Somebody needs to teach her how to drive, and I just don't know if I have it in me. I don't know. This is a 1.5 inch ribbon. This is from Sam's, and I really like this ribbon. It's got a good weight. Sometimes our ribbon has like starch. It feels starchy. That's the only way I can describe it, okay? And I like this one. Ooh, somebody got a new bow maker, Anita, and you're going to use it today. That is awesome. You're going to love it. It's going to take some time, okay? I'm not going to tell you that, you know, go get you a bow maker and you're going to be able to make a beautiful bow by the afternoon. It takes practice to teach our little fingers what to do and how to do it. But if I can do it, if so many of the other creative people that we have hanging out with us can do it, you can do it too. Oh yeah, I really like this ribbon. I might have to go back and get some more. Be the boss of your bow. Pull your loops and your tails where you want them to be. That's so cute. Love it. Good morning, Joy. Welcome, welcome. Now I want to put my focal ribbon on top so that you can really see it. Guys, do you know, I don't know if you can see this or not, but on my table, I have a silicone mat, which helps to protect my table from all of the hot glue drippings, right? But it's also a great place for me to pin my ribbons to my table so they're not just all over the floor. So that's what I do. I use my stick pins and I just pin my ribbons. It's easy peasy. Thank you, Helen. How are you doing this morning? All right, one more. I'm gonna make a little button loop. this. I like to tell my loops and tails where to go because it makes it easier for me. All right, let's cut. Boom, just like that. I need to grab some bind wire. This is bind wire. I love this stuff. I just ordered another 6-pack. Make sure you get the 2 millimeter or you're just going to be mad at it. That's what my friend says. Where are my wire cutters? Here they are. I'm going to pull myself about a 14, 16 inch length of bind wire. Now, you do not have to have bind wire. Pipe cleaners work just as good, my friends. Okay, you don't have to have bind wire, but you need something. Either bind wire. I love a zip tie too. I'm gonna lift the skirt on all this ribbon and put my bind wire underneath. Same with my zip tie. Everything is in place, so all I have to do is just zip it together. Just like this. Scoosh that zip tie over some. I'm gonna pull it to the back. Linda, I did not see your comment about the craft show. Comment again, my friend. Sometimes the comments get to going so quickly that I miss some. So tell me about it. How did it go? I'm going to tighten that up. Use the flat side of my wire cutter to cut this nice and short. Give it a couple of twists. Thank you, Joy. Joy says she loves my shirt. Oh my gosh, someone's giving me advice about teaching how to drive. Barbara is. Let's see, what did she say? She said when we got in the car, Mom, why are you holding onto the gripper? The imaginary brake on the passenger side was almost always down. Yeah. Oh my gosh, totally. Shelly says she told her husband it was the daddy's job to teach his daughters how to drive because if I did, it was not going to go well. I try to be patient, y'all. I really do. Listen, I taught kindergarten. I got lots of patience. But just some days, my friend. Can we pull this down? Look how cute that bow is. Oh my goodness. That is too stinking cute. Good morning, Connie. Yes, we'll definitely get her those driving lessons because she'll learn from someone better than she'll learn from me. Love it. Karen is asking, how did you get it on Did you get it? Oh, you're talking about my shirt? No, I was influenced on the other social platform and I purchased a whole bunch of stuff and they're a little too small. And something that I thought was going to be super cute is not very cute. Actually, several things are not very cute. So, but it's like Janie says, do I take the time to try to send it back? Or do I just keep it? Maybe I should just list it on. I should just sell it somewhere else. Sell it somewhere else. Okay, next we are going to make a different type of Christmas bow. This is actually an order. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. This is actually an order for a Peacock Christmas tree bow. Do you know anyone that uses peacocks at Christmas? I would love to know because this lady is going to get one. She's ordered one. Shirley, I got the red check ribbon at Sam's this year. I'm a little bit of a ribbon hoarder, so sometimes it's hard for me to remember like where I got it and when I got it, but Janie says it is a gamble for sure. Sometimes you get stuff that's super cute, really cheap, and sometimes you get really cheap stuff. End of thing. People ask how I make such pretty bows. Where did it go? Ah, you call Ashley her bow gun. She showed me how to do it. I'm so glad. Thank you, my friend Kathy. And thank you for being in our membership. I really appreciate you. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a Christmas gingerbread wreath with a little doll. I'm super excited. I got to find out where I put her. But I am looking for it. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. All right. Peacock. Sharon says she loves my bows. She just can't get them to look like that. I know, my friend. You just got to keep trying. Joy says her sister does several trees. One is a white tree with jeweled toned ornaments and beautiful bows. She would use a peacock bow. You should send her my way. It's in my Etsy shop. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad. She saw my collab with TMI Gifts and she ordered it. Oh my gosh, I would love that. Janie's asking, am I going to be live tomorrow? Yes, Janie, in our membership, I'll be live. I go live every Tuesday at 10 a.m. our time. And we're going to be making a gingerbread Christmas wreath with a cute little doll and a little sign. But like I said, I got to figure out what I did with it. It's in here somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, that's awesome. Janine says she made a peacock tree where she worked, and she got lots of compliments on it. How fun. I did my brother's, my brother is a vet here in town, and I did a pet themed Christmas tree for his clinic last year, and I think I'm going to do it again because that was really, really fun. Ooh, Linda says she agreed to do her first craft show just doing bows. That's why you need all that red satin ribbon. I thought that you were going to order all that stuff. That makes me happy. Good morning, Denise. Welcome. Someone says I'm the bow whisperer. Oh my gosh. You're so sweet. That's what Lori from TMI Gifts calls me. Ooh, Sharon says she just got blue ribbon at Walmart. What? I did get a Santa head. It's supposed to be a tree topper, but it's going to look cute on a wreath. All right, let's get this done. Now, this is a tree topper bow. She's big. She's got long tails, and she is big. Good morning, Deborah. All right. Do our first tail. So one of the most popular things that I sell during the holiday season are tree topper bows. So my friends, if you have an Etsy shop, or if you are doing craft fairs, bows, big bows for people to put on their Christmas trees, for people to put on either side of their mantle, outside on their porch lights. I mean, it's just a really easy way for people to decorate. Janie is asking, have I ever met John Mark? No, I haven't, but I would love to. I met so many people at Wreath Makers Live this year. I did not meet him, but I met a lot of people. It was a really amazing event. Like I was saying earlier, so Justin Green and Kayla from Sweet Girl Design Co., they were just at White Bayou. And White Bayou, Trenton, had an amazing in-person event this past weekend. If you are ever anywhere near somewhere that is having an in-person event and you are able to go, because they're so much fun. Joy said she had a Peacock Christmas tree years ago. She loved it. She was ready for something different. I get that. Y'all, my 15-year-old that I love, that needs to learn how to drive, she's already asking about me putting up the Christmas tree. I have not done it yet, but She's making me happy. Not that she's going to help do anything, but she's going to enjoy it. Janie, no, it's not going to be in person, but you never say never, right? Never say never. Janie's asking me about my event that I'm planning, that you guys are going to be hearing a lot about, probably starting at the end of this week, with amazing, amazing people. Amazing. And it's not going to be in person, but never say never, right? Kathy, I did see that ribbon sale. Lori told me about it. And I said, hey, Lori, post it in our membership and let them know about it. Yeah, it was good stuff. But I am on the verge of needing to buy another ribbon rack, so I'm trying to be good. Next, I'm coming in with this really pretty, look, the sparkle. Let me turn my glue pot down just a smidge. Guys, right off camera is my little green Surebonder glue skillet that I've had for a couple of months now. My old trusty, she couldn't keep up anymore. So she went to heaven, and I got a little green Surebonder, and I really, really like it. Here's why. It has a much better temperature control on it, and you can dial it in so good so that it's the consistency of honey, but it doesn't smoke. When I start to smell it, like I just smelled it right now, I just turn it down. Easy peasy. Yeah, Janie, I love these blue ribbons too. Hello, Coily Girl Crafts. Welcome. Hey, Alexis from Texas. Welcome. Doing my second layer. Janie says she likes her Surebonder glue pot too. And honestly, I thought that they would be a little bit pricier than what I've had in the past, my little 8-inch square, but they're really not. They're really not that much pricier. They're about the same price, actually. All right, I need a little bit more of this ribbon. Push it down. I'm going to cut my tail. Just like that. All right, I'm going to hold it down with my thumb, and then I'm going to tug these in place. So Alexis is in Texas, and so is Patty. Where's everybody else watching from this morning? I'm in my home in South Carolina. This is the guest bedroom that I painted pink right before I decided to take it over. And I wasn't going to paint it a different color, so she's a little pink. Let's come in with our focal ribbon, which is this beautiful, beautiful peacock ribbon. Hey, Joy from South Carolina, Baton Rouge, Iowa. Love it. Pat is also, Stephanie is in Maryland. Hey, my friend Carol from Georgia. Canada, welcome, Melissa. Nebraska and North Carolina, guys, I'm looking on my iPad. It helps me to keep up with your comments a little bit easier. Hey, Gwen. Good morning, my friend. I love this peacock ribbon, too. Years and years and years ago, like 5 years ago, when I first started making wreaths, Sam's had a similar ribbon to this in their Christmas collection. They don't have it anymore, but they did have it for a little while. Thank you, Melissa. Melissa says she loves my work. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me every Monday morning consistently. I really, really do. And I appreciate all of you that are on my email list and replied to my email when I asked you, what would you love to learn to make for the holiday season? Because you know I'm planning something really fun. And so many of you, like 300 or more, immediately messaged me back letting me know what you would like to learn how to make. And I have a list. I wrote everything. I gave everyone a tally. I went through everyone's email. I couldn't respond to everyone because there was so many. But I gave you a check mark. I gave you a tally on my list. Ooh, Susan got the pink Surebonder. That is awesome. Hold on one second. Kathy says, I have a hard time moving my loops into where I want them. Am I pressing too hard in the center? Yours move very easily. Maybe you're pressing too hard. Just like loosen up just a smidge to pull them where you want. Danelle is asking, do I sell bows? Absolutely. I have an Etsy shop filled with bows. I'll come back and leave you the link so you can go shopping. Joyce said when she saw my ho 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 ribbon, she thought that I was making an Ohio State. You know, actually you could do it that way. Hey Karen, you are new here. Any advice for someone starting out? She's just starting out making wreaths. Welcome. Make sure to follow along. I'm so happy to have you here. Well, if you're just starting, you might have a lot of questions. You probably do. One question might be, where do you shop for ribbon? Where do I shop for ribbon? I have a list. If you just comment shop ribbon, I will send that link to your inbox here on the platform where you are watching. Easy peasy. Another thing is, if you're just starting out, you probably don't understand how to pick greenery, florals, ribbons to make a wreath. And that is where a wreath kit comes in handy. So a wreath kit is simply where another designer has worked to curate everything that you'll need to make a wreath, like that one right there. So you might want to look into those. At least you can go and look and see what they have put together. That will give you an idea. Hey Nancy, welcome. Pat is asking, do I remember where I got the peacock ribbon? Probably Craft Outlet. Probably. But you can always check TMI Gifts, Greenery Market, TCT Crafts, Brian Lane Design, my friend Brian. He may have something like that. So yeah, go see what you can find. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Janie says, I am nursing a broken foot, so, oh my goodness, it's so boring not to be able to get out and drive to my favorite stores. Girl, that's when I would be influenced. I'd be influenced. Be buying things that don't fit me from far, far, far away. Karen, I would love for you to join our membership. I will come in and give you the link so you can do that. We meet every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't worry, you can always watch the replay. Every week I send you an email with the link, like, here it is. Don't forget to go watch it. There's always a supply list. If I make a bow for any of the tutorials that I teach in our membership, I always give you a written bow recipe. Okay, so yeah, it's great. Come hang out with us. Oh, Alexis, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm glad you're taking the time to hang out with us this morning. All right, I'm going to tighten this down. Hey, Patricia. Patricia says, hey, any videos on how to start with Etsy? The first thing I always tell everyone when they're interested in getting started with Etsy is go get my friend Lauren Kilgore's ebook on how to do it. Lauren is the Etsy expert, especially in the wreath industry. She really knows her stuff. Because listen, you're either gonna pay with your time or your money to learn how to do something. We all know that. That's what comes with age, right? It's either gonna be time or money. And if you have the funds to invest in yourself just a little bit, it'll make your road a lot easier. Hold on, let me finish this bow off, guys. I see you guys asking great questions. Ooh, tighten this down. Ugh. Rebecca is asking, does your shopping list for ribbons require you to have a business license? No, it doesn't. It's all of our family-run small wreath supply companies. It's not the big box places. Now, we all know about the big box places where we can buy ribbon. But these are like my friends that I've made over the years that have businesses supplying us with beautiful ribbons. Okay, hold on. I got to give it some fluff. Got to fluff it up. Y'all, I have so many boxes on my front porch for my UPS guy to pick up today that I went and got him a gift card for lunch because he has really helped me to grow my business. So be kind to those people that have helped you. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. I'm going to ship this out today to my friend that lives, where is it? Hold on, let's see where she's living. To my friend that lives in Florida. This is going to Sally in Tavares, Florida. Coming at you. Super cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, one more. Actually, two more. Let me roll this ribbon up just a smidge. I love this ribbon. I'm going to be glittered up. Glittered up again today. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 fall bows. Let me make sure I've got the size right. We're going to do 3 fall bows. Okay, so she wants, these are going to be big. These are going to be 12 inches across with tails. Hello, my friend Raymond. Raymond, listen, I've been telling everybody, I've been kind of hinting about what we're planning on doing. They're gonna hear all about it. But I asked them, I sent out this big email and I said, hey, what do you want to learn how to do? I asked wreaths, bows, centerpieces, tree toppers, garlands, mailbox swags is what I got out. And the winner, the 2 winners, they're almost tied. Centerpieces and wreaths. I think you might be making a wreath. I'm super excited. Don't worry, everyone that's watching, if you're on my email list, you're going to be hearing all about it. And you're going to get your free ticket, and it's going to be so much fun. Melissa says the ribbon selection here in Canada is awful. What about ordering from, I believe, Deco Exchange? I think Damon and Parker ship everywhere. Go check out Deco, okay? Let's see if they've got something for you. All right, hold on. I got to get a ribbon off the floor. It fell down. But Raymond, listen, I'm working on an email. Oh, my hair looks a fright in the back. Have mercy, y'all. My mother would be dying if she saw the back of my hair. I don't know about y'all, but my mother is a true Southerner, and she don't leave the house. She does not leave the house if she is not done up. So that's where I get it from. So if she saw the back of my hair right now, she would be aghast. Anne Marie, I will, if you comment shop ribbon, I will send you a link to get that download, and that will put you on my email list. So the Wreath Shop and Craft Outlet have really good deals on ribbon. Yeah, the Wreath Shop is great. That's awesome. Someone is asking, what is my favorite season? Fall. I love fall. I'm not even gonna lie. I think that's a great idea, Raymond. Raymond's gonna make a wreath or a swag. That's perfect. Janie asked a great question. How many hours a day do you typically spend in your shop? I work on my business all the time. All the time. I worked on my business all day on Saturday, most of the day on Sunday. This is my busy season, so I'm usually up here in my shop 5 to 6 hours a day, but that does not include all of the time that it takes me to work on the business side, which I love. The business side is organizing events and sending out emails to my people. I love that part too. So it's a full-time. I work more now than I did when I taught school, and that's saying something. But really, oh, that is so much fun, Raymond. You're going to BAM's event. That is super exciting. Jennifer says my mother would iron everything. She still doesn't like that I don't. Yeah, my mother is appalled. Absolutely appalled by how I don't really iron. I fluff in the dryer. The back of my hair is not my business unless I'm on camera with y'all and I show the back of my hair. Yeah. One time, my sweet mama, I was teaching school and one of my children were sick. And they got sick early in the morning and I could not leave work to go get her. It was our daughter. So I called my mama and I'm like, could you please go pick her up? She's sick. She doesn't feel well. I think her tummy's just a little upset. And of course my mother said, sure, I'll be happy to do that. But what she didn't tell me was that she needed to get ready to go get the baby from school because she was sick. So my girl child ended up sitting in the nurse's office, I don't know, an hour or longer because my sweet mama had to get ready. That's a true story. And her favorite saying that my girlfriends love from my mother is, a little bit of makeup never hurt nobody. Lord, I hope my mama's not watching. That is my mother saying, y'all. A little bit of makeup never hurt nobody. Oh my gosh, Raymond said I had to ask how to turn the steam off on the iron yesterday because it had been so long. Yeah. I feel you, man. Take it to the dry cleaners, says Lisa. Good morning, Lisa. All right, so I'm coming in. This is our fall ribbon that we're doing. We have to do 2 of them. She ordered 2. So I'm just gonna like really quickly whip these together. I love this green moss ribbon that I just used. Hold on a minute, I'll show you. It's embossed, which is a different type of ribbon that I've been seeing lately. So pretty. I'm pairing this embossed moss green with this beautiful fall plaid. It's got a little bit of a gold sparkle in it. And then I'm going to be using a black and white ribbon and a really pretty orange solid ribbon too. I always wonder where my customers put all of these beautiful bows. Hello, Laurel. How are you doing, my friend? Are you back in your wreath workshop? I know that you had taken a little bit of a break. I hope that you are doing well. Hold on. I gotta pin it to my table so it doesn't go anywhere. Sarah says it's the afternoon. Sarah is in the UK, I believe, right, my friend? Carolyn says every barn needs a little bit of paint, sometimes 2 coats. Janie's asking, does my mother watch all my videos? I don't think so. I hope not. She might be calling me, fussing at me. She might, but she knows it's true. You know how we are, Janie. Us Southern women, and I'm sure it's not just the Southern ladies. We don't like to leave the house without looking done. Janie asked a great question. Does black and white ribbon always match the ribbon combo? Yeah, girl. Either a stripe, a check, a polka dot. Yeah, I love me some black and white ribbon. A gingham. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Oh my gosh, Patricia. This sounds like my mother. Patricia says her mama had red lipstick on. Mostly not on her lips. The day after her open heart surgery, she was sitting in her chair with her red lips, and the nurse and she insisted on putting it on. I never leave house without my lipstick, usually red. Yes. Raymond. Okay, I don't know if I told y'all who Raymond is. Raymond is the Evercrafter, which is the best business name for a wreath maker I think I have ever come across. Raymond, you win the internet. Raymond is a fantastic wreath maker. You also do lots of other things. In his real life, I believe you design furniture, right, my friend? So Raymond's pretty awesome. Good morning, Linda from Greenwood. I'm assuming that's South Carolina. You're right up the road from me. Anne Marie says, I have a hard time with the center of the ribbon. I use the same bow maker as you. However, your ribbons seem to fold funny in the center. I have a hard time getting the bow out and tightened. Okay, I'm almost finished with this, and I'll kind of quickly show you what I do. Pin this to the table. I'm almost finished. I got one more layer because I don't usually make bows with just one ribbon. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not usually what I do. Oh my gosh, L'Oreal was telling me something and now I can't see what she was saying. Hold on, L'Oreal. L'Oreal, you're getting your last chemo today. Oh my gosh, my friend. That is fantastic. I did not know that. I'll be praying for you. My goodness. I know that has been something unimaginable to have to deal with. So, praying for you. Like for real. Not just saying it. Alright, let's come in with a tail. This is my last layer on this really big bow. Janie asks, does your daughter like to learn from you in your shop? No, not really. One time, I think last year, she went live with me. And she was a nervous wreck and I was a nervous wreck. But maybe one day. She is my super smart girl. She is going to be going to the University of South Carolina. I just know it. She's going to get her law degree. Because she will argue with a brick wall. I love her. But it's true. Oh, Janie, you have a 4-year-old granddaughter. That is fantastic. Teach her all the things, my friend. All right, I'm almost finished. I'm going to show you how I do that back. Okay, pull in gently where I want my loops to be. Ugh. Bind wire. Cut that off. Going up under the skirt of my bow. Guys, I think this is going to be my last, it's going to be my last one. I got to let my floofer outside. Going to grab my Goldilocks zip tie. It's just right. I'm going to glide that up under here as well. Going to pull my ribbons apart so I can see up under them. Tighten up this zip tie. But this bow looks pretty with my little sweatshirt I got on. Super cute. All right, hand on the top. I'm gonna pull it straight up. So this is what it looks like on the back. And you will notice how the zip tie is not in the center. It's all stacked up, all nice and pretty, but the zip tie is not in the center. We gotta smush it over a little bit. We gotta scoosh it over. I'm gonna put my thumb on the top and my fingers on the bottom. I'm gonna use these to pull the zip tie towards the middle, very carefully without messing up my ribbon stack. Just like that. I'm gonna grab the zip tie tail and pull it to the back. Thank you, Laurel. Make sure my, so where I want them to be. Then I'm just I'm gonna squeeze my fingers together gently, but not so much that it's gonna shift that stack of loops I've got going on in the middle. Denise says, happy first day of fall. It is hot and humid. Yeah, I'm about to ditch this cute little sweatshirt I got going on because she's hot. A girl can dream. I know. A girl can dream, right? Let's twist this together. Oh, she's so pretty. This is a big bow. And she wants another one. So as soon as I ditch this, I'm going to make her one more. Beautiful. Let me look how big. I'd love to know where she's going to put it. Just like that. All right, friends. So today we made a fall bow. We made a Santa bow. Connie says they're finally getting rain in Ohio. I need some rain. I would love some rain. Like a really great rainy day. That would make me happy. And then we made a peacock bow. What's your favorite? Peacock, Santa, or fall? Oh my gosh, I gotta get all these things. Gotta get all of these things boxed up today. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy says beautiful with great, simple, straightforward instructions. Listen, Cindy, where you are watching, in my profile, there is all kind of really great free content. You can learn how to make a bow, where I shop for ribbon, all the tools that I use. Thank you, Liz. So go check it out. Go check out the link in my profile. You should know where it is, my friends. Fall. Janie says peacock is her favorite. Raymond loves the fall. Yeah, these are super, super cute. Sandra says the peacock bow is awesome. Like, how fun is that for Christmas? Adorable. All right, guys. I am going to sign off so that I can ditch this cutie because she's a little hot. It's, like I said, it's not really fall here yet. It doesn't get fall till like mid-November. So y'all have a great day. Make sure you're on the email list, okay? Because you're going to want to know what's going to happen in about 7 days. I'm going to start really talking about it. Maybe by Friday, I'll be ready. But you're going to want to be a part of it and get your free ticket. It's going to be amazing. And I cannot wait to craft with you again. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Make sure you hit that follow button. I'll see you guys next Monday for Bow Making Monday, probably later in the week with more tutorials.